Globalization or globalization is the process of interaction and integration among people, companies, and governments worldwide. Globalization has accelerated since the 18th century due to advances in transportation and communication technology. Thomas L. Friedman divides the history of globalization into three periods: Globalization 1.0, 1492 to 1800s, Globalization 2.0, 1800s to 2000, and Globalization 3.0, 2000 present. In 2000, the International Monetary Fund or IMF identified four basic aspects of globalization, which are trade and transactions, capital and investment movements, migration and movement of people, and the dissemination of knowledge. So what are these four identified basic aspects of globalization and the International Monetary Fund or IMF? Trade and transactions is first. Trade transactions include both goods, tangible products that are physically shipped, and services. The intangible commodities such as tourism and financial services. The production chains for these goods and services are becoming increasingly complex and global. How does trade affect globalization? Globalization of trade offers immediate benefits, faster growth, higher living standards, and new economic opportunities. On the downside, not all countries have benefited equally from the globalization phenomenon. Second, capital and investment movements. Capital flows refer to the movement of money for the purpose of investment, trade, or business operations. Inside of a firm, this includes the flow of funds in the form of investment capital, capital spending on operations, and research development or R&D. Migration and movement of people. Increased migration is one of the most visible and significant aspects of globalization. Growing numbers of people move within countries and across borders, looking for better employment opportunities and better lifestyle. Although migration is usually seen as problematic, it contributes to sustainable development. Human migration is the movement of people from one place in the world to another. Human patterns of movement reflect the conditions of a changing world and the impact cultural landscapes of both the places people live and the places they settle. Dissemination of knowledge. Dissemination of knowledge can be summarized as the process through which organizations is able to generate value from their intellectual and knowledge-based assets. Knowledge will bring the following benefits for the organization: decrease costs and save time. How does globalization affect knowledge? First, globalization allows countries to gain easier access to foreign knowledge. Second, it enhances international competition, including as a result of the rise of emerging market firms, and this strengthens firms' incentives to innovate and adapt foreign technologies. Globalization changes the way nations, businesses, and people interact. Specifically, it changes the nature of economic activity among nations, expanding trade, opening global supply chains, and providing access to natural resources and labor markets. How does globalization affect your life? In many instances, quality of life has improved for those who live in developing nations. For many developing nations, globalization has led to an improvement in standard of living through improved roads and transportation, improved healthcare, and improved education due to the global expansion of corporations. In general, globalization has improved people's lives in developing countries that are still growing. Globalization has been shown to improve people's standard of living, the level of wealth and comfort they enjoy. That's all.